Thanks for staying with us. So, in continuation of our discussion on the tricks drug cartels use to implicate innocent passengers, we're joined live from Abuja by someone who is right at the heart of this fight, Mr. Femi Babafemi, the spokesperson of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. You can join the conversation and call us on 020-163-52013, 090-241-63440. You can also send us your tweets on X and on YouTube. We'll be happy to share your thoughts. Mr. Babafemi, welcome to the show, sir.
Very well, I can hear you. Thank you.
Good, good, good. So we saw your post, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, where you were warning Nigerians to be careful about these cartels with all the various tricks they use to get people, get drugs into people's suitcases when they travel. And you mentioned something about ensuring that your suitcase actually passes through the conveyor belt, and also even at the foot of the plane when you're going into local, make sure that your tags match. Could you give us an insight into what happens at the airports when people travel, especially the kind of tricks these people use to get Nigerians to do what they want to do?
All right, thank you once again and good morning. What the story behind that my tweet 2 days ago was actually what we addressed at a press conference yesterday. That is where we had a situation. 3 Nigerians were arrested and detained in Saudi Arabia. They actually went for lesser Hajj, and in the course of their trip to Saudi Arabia, some elements conspired with a drug kingpin who brought in some 7 bags. That's at the Malam Aminu Kano International Airport. And then through insider conspiracy and collaboration, some of those bags actually contained illicit substances. And then the person behind this, the owner of these bags actually gave them to these elements who planted them on the, who tagged them along with the seats of other passengers, unsuspecting passengers, innocent passengers who were traveling for lesser Hajj without their knowledge, without them knowing that indeed, apart from their own luggage, some other bags had been tagged to their seats. And so, for instance, in the case of these 3 Nigerians who are currently in detention in Saudi Arabia, they got to Saudi and then their bags didn't arrive with them in Saudi, and so they left the airport and actually filed complaints at the Jeddah airport there that they didn't get their bag, but then proceeded for their pilgrimage outside of the airport. And so that was on the 6th. They actually left Kano on the 6th of August, and then on the 16th, the husband of one of the people, of the pilgrims who actually traveled with his wife, got a call that their bags had arrived. But rather than, at that point, they are going to be returning to Nigeria on the 17th, the following day. So he just told them that there was no need for the bags again. Since they're already done with their pilgrimage and they will be returning to Nigeria the following day, so the bags could as well be returned to Nigeria, unknown to them that indeed the bag was more than what they had. Actually, the woman had a 9 kg. That's luggage. But then what came was more than that. Some other bags that came with her tagged along with her luggage. And so when they got to the airport the following date, which was when they were supposed to return to Nigeria, they were confronted with the fact that they were supposed to see the narcotics control desk where the woman was taken into custody for bringing in illicit substances in society, which she denied. And so that led to a complaint to the NDLEA. Unfortunately, we had a very good collaboration with Honorable Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, the management of FAN, that's the MD of Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, and then the AFSEC, that's Aviation Security we all work together with these stakeholders to ensure that these elements were quickly rounded up, and that led us also, that's those within the elements within the airport community were quickly rounded up, and then after that we had to go after the owners of the bag who actually flew. He didn't fly on Ethiopia airline where those illicit consignments were tagged along with the luggage of other unsuspecting passengers, but he went on Egyptian, which actually also left the Kano airport the same day.
Imagine.
So, but then quickly we were able to get him, because after he did that, he returned to Nigeria, and we got him right there in Kano.
So
he's
Mr. Mofemi,
in custody. That is the.
So what happened to the 3 Nigerians, the innocent Nigerians? Where are they now?
Can you hear me?
What happened to the 3 Nigerians? Have they been released?
Yes, so at the moment, we are engaging with the leadership of the NDLEA is engaging with our counterparts in Saudi Arabia to establish. We have already, actually, as we speak, the Chairman Chief Executive of NDLEA, General Marwa, is going to be attending a conference, that's International Drug Conference, where a delegation of the Saudi drug control body is also attending. So he is going to be engaging them. Apart from the engagements that have been going on to establish, to prove to them that indeed the 3 innocent Nigerians in detention have nothing to do with this illicit consignment, and that we already have the culprits, those behind those shipments, and that charges had already been filed. All of these documents with our investigation findings have been made available to the Saudi authorities, and we do hope, because based on the memorandum of understanding we have with the Saudi narcotics control body, recently we had an MOU signed with them. All of these collaboratory efforts are contained in that MOU. So we do hope that based on our findings and based on the agreements we have together, we'll be able to get these innocent Nigerians released from custody in Saudi Arabia.
Let me get a few more questions.
And indeed, the Chairman Chief Executive had also assured of his preparedness to also travel to Saudi Arabia to further engage with his Saudi counterpart to see that these innocent Nigerians are not punished for offenses they know nothing about.
Thank you very much.
Your tweets, you said we should take time, we should make sure our luggage is put on the conveyor belt, and then also check when the luggage, just before it enters the plane. Now, because you're not really given access to your luggage once you put it on the conveyor belt. And sometimes the conveyor belt is not working, so they will just pack your luggage. You will see them pack your luggage to the side. So once you leave the counter, you do not have access to your luggage. At that point, anybody can do anything to your luggage, and then you now get into trouble for what you know nothing about. How are you going to protect Nigerians? Exactly. Because this, you have banned us to the Philistines, as Jimmy Disu will say. We don't have control of our luggage. I can't go and check my luggage on the tarmac. Make sure they didn't put anything inside, because you have it's very scary.
All right. Let me get into it.
So what I'm saying is it's very scary. How can we protect, like maybe CCTV cameras and all these things to keep Nigerians safe?
Unfortunately, I'm not sure I had all of those comments, but I can only figure out you're trying to say how we are going to be protecting, or how we will protect Nigerians from this kind of syndicates. Fortunately, I can tell you that indeed, because of our collaboration and partnership with the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, as well as other stakeholders, FAN and AFSEC, as we speak, that measure has been placed at Makia, that's Madam Aminu Kano International Airport, Kano, there, where people have had to, asked to ensure that they see that their luggage and their bags are tagged right in their presence, and they confirm that actually takes place. And even when they get, and even some of these things actually
Mr. Babafemi, sorry, let me come in here, because what YK reminded us is that once you check in, sometimes the conveyor belt is not working, so it's all just stacked together. Secondly, we don't have access to the suitcases, especially for international flights. Once it gets on the conveyor belt, it goes straight to it. So how, therefore, are you protecting us, unsuspecting, innocent Nigerians?
Again, struggling to hear what you are saying, that because of the network, the glitches. But then, like I was saying, what we're doing is to ensure that we have, apart from the CCTV, actually, I'll tell you that the CCTV footages we obtained from at the airport are actually helped in our investigation, because through that we're able to establish how the individual, that the principal suspect in this case, how he came in with so number of bags, and how these things were handed over to some elements at the airport, and how they also tagged those compromised bags to the bags of other unsuspecting passengers. That's as a result of the CCTV footage we obtained, we've been able to establish all of that, including their confessional statements, how money passed hand for them to be able to do the dirty job they did. And but then, like I said, as I was saying, already we have, through our partnership with the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development and other stakeholders at the airport, we've already established some of these protocols had already been approved for, had started, they've been implementing that at the Makia, that's at Kano Airport already, to ensure that people don't just drop their bags without ensuring that those who the handlers
I have to go on a break, sir.
Do some other things with their bags. So you just ensure that your bags are properly tagged before you leave, and then when you have to board your flight at the foot of the airport, some of these bags again are also provided for you to check, to confirm that indeed what you have on your.
Okay, let me go on a short break, Mr. Babafemi. I have there's a lot of questions for you here. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. Mr. Babafemi is still with us. Let me get a question for you, Mariam.
Yes, Mr. Babafemi.
Let me just be sure. Okay, are you still there, sir? Can you hear us?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. I just want to know what sort of the memorandum of understanding that you have with Saudi Arabia and maybe other. No, it was not Saudi Arabia. With other countries, is there a memorandum of understanding with other countries when Nigerians who, based on some information, are found to be not guilty of participating in drug trafficking, like in this case that, they were falsely, what's the word now? They were, what's the word? I need help with the word.
Investigated?
No.
Falsely accused?
Falsely accused, what is the relationship with other countries to sort of give you time on our end to investigate? Because we're aware of many countries that don't even give enough time. And before you know it, our people are being locked up in prison, sentenced, hanged, or for whatever reason. What are the sort of relationships we have with other countries to protect Nigerians until they are proven guilty?
Or innocent.
Did you get that?
The voice is muffled, totally muffled. I can't hear you.
I have to get internet on your side. Your internet is, because we can hear you very clearly here. But did you get her question?
They didn't hear it.
It was muffled.
Okay, so can you hear me? Mr. Babafemi? Mr. Babafemi, can you hear me? Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me at least?
The voice is muffled.
Maybe you shouldn't use earphones.
I know you were talking, but I can't really get it.
Do you have earphones? Maybe you should use your regular, not the earphones. Take off the earphones and speak to me normally. Okay, we can't hear anybody. There's no point in having that conversation if you can't hear us. Hopefully our producers can see what they can do to work on it. But I mean,
implicated is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess let's go on a very short break.
see
When
if
we
we
come
can-
back, we'll try to get the connection clear because we have a few questions we still need to ask Mr. Babafemi. We had to let Mr. Babafemi go because we couldn't get the connection. Hopefully, he'll be here with us physically for the end of the week so we can get some clarity on what Nigerians can do to protect themselves going forward, especially those who travel quite a bit. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.